What's up, everybody? Welcome. Whew, man, I had to catch up to get up, man. I took a little nap before the show started. 12 o'clock got here quick. Whew, man. I said, oh, crap. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys can hear me okay. What's up, Joseph? Let people get a chance to get up in here. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young. Get up in here. Give a few minutes. Welcome to this Saturday afternoon. Oop. Pause that. Turn that. Okay, there we go. All right. Let you guys get up in here. Been a wild time, man. Wild time. Hey, what's up, Mike Rambo? Welcome. Welcome. 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. It ain't the same 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a like it would be on a regular day, huh? If you could work. Friday is not a special day anymore, is it? Saturday's not even a special day anymore. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the weekend. Remember how I used to always praise the weekends? Can't wait till the weekend get here. It's just Saturday and Sunday, huh? It's just another day. That's how my life is. What's up, Nicer? Welcome. Sorry, you guys just woke up about 14, 15 minutes ago, man. I was like, oh crap, it's almost 12 o'clock. And I set the time. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Cosmic. How you doing? R Carp, welcome. From the deck, huh, Cosmic? Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys' Saturday is going good. I hope you guys staying safe out there. Get up in here. Okay, look at that straight. All right, there we go. All right, Joseph, man, right off the bat, thank you, Joseph, sir. Appreciate it. Joseph says, appreciate you to the first of many that I will be sending. Quarantine is going to be my normal going forward. Appreciate you too. The first of many that will be sending. You know what? Quarantine, it's so crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Quarantine is just, I don't know. My life is really not, I keep telling a lot of people, my life is really not that different, man. It's not. I was prepared for this. Never did I know it was going to be like this. You know, nobody could really say, hey, in 2020, there's going to be a killer virus out there that's going to shut down everything. What's up, NC Biggs? Welcome. Dave Sincere, what's going on? I'm going to give about 15 more seconds, then we're going to get started in here today. Nothing too fancy, you know, just you guys see the title of the video. Quarantine over yet? Hear that all the time. Power Strategy, welcome. Quarantine is live. I'm still making money. Hey, congratulations. Because a lot of people are not making money. Believe that. So if you're making money still, congratulations, man. I ran into you on a different. Oh, nice. I ran into. Oh, you guys run into. You guys coming across any good financial live streams out there? I'm curious because I don't really see any. Well, let's get started. My name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside of what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where I lived for the first 40 years of my life. And that place is where everybody believes in credit and debt, believes in financing everything under the sun, everything that goes down in value I was financing it: cars, clothes, shoes, vacations, investing. Trust me, if you're investing and you're in debt, you're financing that investment because you don't have any money. I didn't have any money. I was in a financial negative. Oh, okay. I was in a financial negative. Financial negative. So everything I was investing in was financed. Okay. And one day I realized something was wrong. And now this part I can't really explain to you guys. How did I know I was in debt? I know it's a weird question to say. How do you know when you're in debt? A lot of people don't know they're in debt, but I didn't know I was in debt because I was making six figures. So in my mind, I remember thinking in my mind too, yeah, I make six figures, but I used to always think in my mind, like, I really don't make six figures after taxes. After taxes, it's really dropped all the way down. You know, anyway, I woke up, got out of debt, came across Dave Ramsey, got out of debt, and then I became free, and then I experienced true freedom. Sure did. My bad. I don't know why this thing does that sometimes. Sorry, you guys. There we go. All right. Apologize for that. I don't know how that went out just now. Was that out the whole time? Crap. I hope it wasn't. No, I did hear myself earlier. It must have just went out. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, you guys can hear me okay. I hope so. Anyway, I was saying Power and Strategy, man. That's a good show. That'll be a really good show. I look forward to that for sure. That'd be awesome because there's a lot of people out there in child support, especially men. What's up, Mecca? What's good? Hope you guys can hear me okay. Throw up a one if you can hear me now. If you can hear me okay, I believe it's, yeah, I should be good now. You guys should be able to hear me now. Jared, what's up? TJ? She said, read lips. Oh, nicer. Okay. All right. All right. Power strategy, about 3 minutes. Okay. All right. Whoa, that's a long time. Uh, I think a power. I think I'm pretty good right now on time. So my schedule's kind of open, so we can do that anytime now. Let's see. Today's Saturday. This weekend will be good. This weekend will be good anytime. Okay. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to another edition. Get on in here. Now, look at today's title. Okay, today's title is quarantine. Is quarantine over yet? And the reason why I say it like that, because when I'm on social media, right, I'm seeing a whole bunch of people. What's up, Ill Wills? What's going on? A whole bunch of people asking, "Hey man, when is this quarantine going to be over?" Or they'll say something like, what's the big one? They'd be like, oh, when the quarantine date is moved out, when it's moved further out, People are really getting upset, or they're talking about, hey man, the draft is still going to happen. People still thinking about sports and things of that nature. And I think to myself, I don't know which is scarier. People wanted people wanting things to go back to their normal, or they don't want to accept that our world has changed forever. Our world has changed forever. I want you guys to understand something. It's never going back to the way it was before. Regardless of quarantine, the world is never going back to the way it was before. Ever, 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 ever. And the quicker you realize that and understand that, you'll be better off and adapt to the new normal, because the new normal's here. It's just beginning. But anyway, when I hear that, like, the dates get pushed further out and they go, oh man, April 30th, and now it's May, and they're like, oh my God, I'm going crazy, man. It's getting further and further. It's unless you hear the cure, unless you hear the president come on the news and say, hey, look, we have the cure to corona. It's in this vial, and this is what you're gonna get, and everybody's gonna be fixed. Don't worry about no quarantine end date, because it's not gonna come until that cure is out. Accept that the change is here. It's never going back. It's never ever going back. So ignore the dates, because look, all you got to do is look at your surroundings. For example, let me give you an example. I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, every day I used to I go to the park, because I can't. Everything else is closed, right? I go to the park. Okay. First, they started closing off there's a park and you can walk around, and then inside the park is another, like, little kid park that kids can come and play and stuff like that. So first they closed those parks down. I said, cool, I can't work out at the gym. I'll just go to the local park and work out at the park. Sorry, that's closed. All right, cool. And then they closed those off. Then the next thing, they had these little stations that you can walk around and do a couple things here and there inside of these little stations as you walk around. They closed those off, put gates around those. And now, you know what they did now? Now the park is closed because too many people were going there, gathering up. So now the park is closed. Now, as you see, just in your city, how they're closing down things more and more. They're only letting so many people inside of stores at a time. Now you got to wait outside in a line at the grocery store. I have never, ever, ever done that in my entire life. Wait in line at the grocery store. Now, I still haven't done it, but one day I'm going to have to. Okay. And people are still talking about, when is this quarantine going to be over? This is not over. This is not going to be over for another 18 months. It's not, for you people that are in quarantine, you gotta, now don't get me wrong, okay? Do not get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I I understand if you've been working all your life, 40-hour work weeks, 40 plus hour work weeks, working on the weekends. I get it. Everything has been taken away from you just like this. Now you got to immediately, an immediate 40 plus hours back in your life that you have no idea what to do with, because you've never had them in your entire life. You've never had 40 hours in your life. You've always worked, right? I get it. What do I do? I'm so bored. Right now is the time to find you. You got 40 hours plus. You got all distractions removed. No shopping, no eating, no vacations, no nothing. You get to concentrate on you. Quarantine is quarantining yourself so you can understand you. Now, you guys I've been at this for like 5, 6 years now. I had to be prepared for this. I had to be prepared for where I'm at. My life is called quarantine. I was shocked. I was like, what? It's called quarantine? Holy crap. I didn't know that. But at first, when I quit my job, oh, I didn't know what to do. I thought I was being lazy. I thought I was like, you get up and you see everybody going to work, and I wasn't. I was almost like, when I first quit, I was almost like jealous when I would hear everybody get up in the mornings and go to work, and I was just laying in bed sleep, because when I quit my job, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I just quit my job, right? And I was kind of feeling bad at first. So I was like, oh man, people gonna think I'm lazy. I'm not doing it. But then after a while, after I started getting used to it, I was like, cool, look at all those people getting up, going to work. And I don't. I'm going right back into bed. I'll just get up, have some coffee, watch everybody take off. And guess what? I just go back into bed and go to sleep. Crazy, huh? Oh, I love it. So I get it. But this is the time to find yourself. You're quarantined to yourself. TJ says there is no cure for virus. They have to run its course. Sure do. Who knows, man? What's up, Ill Wills? Ill Will says you can go into stores without a mask, and they are only letting in 30 people at a time. It depends on the square footage of the store for most part. Now we're slowly graduating to masks are not mandatory now, because this is how it's going to work. They're probably not going to make it mandatory, but now so many people are going to wear masks, trying to make fashion statements out of it. Now people are getting design masks, designer masks, doing all this other stuff, right? It's going to become so common that if you are walking around without a mask, now you got a problem. You see what I'm saying? You can't even, man. Oh boy, I didn't even see that. Here, Wills. Let me see. Mecca says best thing to do is study, read, work out, learn something new. Like, hey, Mecca, check this out, man. This is what I thought of. This is what I thought of this morning. Now there's no gyms. There's no place you can go to. You damn near can't even go to the park anymore. Now I got to go work out on the sidewalk. I got to just walk up and down the sidewalks now. I got no choice. But if you can stay in shape, during a pandemic, there's nothing going to stop you when this is over. One day it's going to be over, but this is my prediction. It's not going to be over till at least summertime of 2021. It's not even going to be over unless something happens this summer, something major when the stimulus money runs out. Unless something major happens, unless people can go back to work and start actually making money, nothing is going to happen until summer of next year. Nothing. And if it doesn't, though, when people, this is what I'm kind of nervous about. What happens when that stimulus money runs out? What happens when that unemployment runs out? Because even though people are getting an extra $600 for unemployment, that's not forever. I think that's going to end like end of July. That's going to stop. That doesn't happen forever. But you better believe people are adjusting their lives to that extra $600. Now, man, that's like 600. That's like $1,200 a week. But I think they take taxes out there. You can now. I remember in 2008, I was getting on unemployment. You get the option to take taxes out now or take taxes out later. I'm not sure if that's still the option. But how many people do you think? Listen to you guys. Listen. How many people do you think are opting to pay taxes later? How many are you thinking? Right? That's almost like a setup. It really is. It's almost like a setup. Because I did that option, right? I said, nah, man, I'll pay the taxes later. Ooh, wee. Taxes on opting out on $1,200 in tax, because the money sounds good, getting that extra $600, right? But that's $1,200 in taxes you got to keep track of for how many months? 4 months? Something like that, some crazy number. I hope you're keeping track of your taxes. That's going to be very important. Taxes are going nowhere. I don't care if a pandemic is here. Taxes are here. Ill Will says you can't go in the stores without a mask. I mean, oh my goodness gracious. See what I'm saying? See how they're slowly making masks mandatory now? You can't go in the grocery store without a mask. You got to go get food. So guess what? You got to get a mask. Sure do. Man. Ill Will says it's mandatory in New York and New Jersey in order to go shopping. Oh my goodness. See what I'm saying? I don't have no mask. Now I gotta find one. Man. Darkman says people still financing cars like I shared on Discord. Darkman, I saw that. That doesn't surprise me, Darkman. It's called Darkman. It's called normalcy. All you got to do is go on social media and see how many people are talking about, oh man, I can't wait till things get back to normal. No, quarantine is here. It's not going anywhere for at least 18 months. And when I say that, I stop saying that on social media. People just get all upset. Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking at the obvious. I'm looking at the obvious. It's obvious to me. Social distancing is dumb. Talking and coughing spreads it, not standing close to someone. See, I know that's social distance. You know what, Joseph, you gotta right now, unless you want to get in a fight with somebody or involved with him, you just gotta play along with the rules, man. You have to. Now you're gonna be you got are you guys listening to me? Mark my words. Now, if you're walking around without a mask, people are gonna get mad at you. Mecca says, when that money run out, people are going to start robbing. Hope everyone get protection. And you know what? That's unfortunate, Mecca, but that's true, man. I ain't gonna lie, that makes me nervous. What happens when that stimulus money runs out? What happens then? Click clack. I'm telling you. Edgar, welcome. China's back to normal for the most part, and we're about to be a month behind them when it came to quarantine. That's what hey, Edgar, where'd you hear that on the news? I don't believe a word the news says. I don't believe any of it. I don't stuff is still getting shut down here in the US. It would kind of slow down a little bit. You would hear now China's getting back to normal. Okay, whatever. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I'm not saying that by you, Edgar. I'm just saying in general. Me personally, I don't watch the news at all. I don't watch any of it. Anybody that comes across my timeline talking about, hey man, when's the quarantine over? I heard the quarantine so I can get back to normal. Unfollow. Those are people begging to get back to normalcy. It's called normalcy, wishing that things go back to the way they were. If you are in debt, okay, think about it this way. If this is you, can't wait till things get back to normal. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. If that's a large negative number, this is what you're saying. I want to go back into debt. I enjoy being in debt. That is my normal. Savings minus debt equals your normal. So when things get back to normal, you're going to go back into the rat wheel race. That's your normal. 40-hour work weeks, 50-hour work weeks, 60-hour work weeks, going back complaining, oh my God, hey man, what you doing? I'm busy. Oh man, I'm getting that overtime. I'm making that money. Really? You like that? Nah, man, but I got to do what I got to do. What do you mean? What do you got to be a slave? What are you talking about? Think how many people right now who are quarantining their freaking brains. How many people think are quarantining their minds? That quarantine is a cage. They've been quarantined well before it was mandatory. They were quarantined right here in their minds. And then they're gonna, once this starts to slow down or go back to normal, whatever they think, they're gonna go back. And then for the next 10 years, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna be chasing that normal that never even existed. They're gonna be chasing it for the next 10 years of their life, and then they're gonna be training their children the same way, chasing that old normal. That old normal, regardless of what you thought it was, what it was, it is over. That normal is done. That is never coming back. Like I was saying earlier, man, if you could stay in shape during a quarantine, pandemic, or whatever you want to call it right now, you can stay in shape for the rest of your life. Right now is the time, because check it out. Gyms, the gym, getting up, going to the gym, hanging out with just think about it. We can't even be within 6 feet of each other. If you believe a gym is going to open up anytime soon in the next at least 2 years, you are insane. You think people are going to go back to trusting just like that, get into packed, sweaty, non-clean benches, gyms like that? No, hell no. That is never going to happen. That's never going to happen for at least 2 years. Nobody's going to trust that. How many times did you go to the gym, right? And then you look down at the bench and somebody's sweaty, nasty body, head's been all over, and they just get up and go into each gym or go into each piece of equipment, right? Or if you here you are in the gym with your towel, and then you got all these people working out hard and they ain't even got no towels in their hand, and they're laying all over the equipment, grabbing the stuff, and just you think it's going back to that? No, sorry, sorry. LA Fitness, 24-hour fitness, fitness. Why do I always forget that one? Planet Fitness, Planet Fitness. All those big boys, they are out. Sorry, those are never coming back. I mean, no, they're not coming back. It's going to be very hard for them to come back. Put it that way. It's going to be very difficult. Jaws 2003 says they are letting people in stores as usual where I live. I haven't seen any of that. Again, see how the news does it? I just happened to be sitting down. TV came on. Next thing you know, they show me Walmart and people in lines and all this other stuff. And you get in your brain and be like, oh my God, that must be everywhere. No, it's wherever they're showing that at. It could be anything. Me too, Joseph. I go everywhere without one. But pretty soon, if it gets bad, you're going to have to wear one because you're going to have too many people that believe in all this stuff be looking at you strange and all this other crap. So you don't want to be dealing with any of that stupid nonsense. Josh 2003 says, yes, Miami, Florida is mandatory to wear a mask. In Tallahassee, it is not at the moment. Mandatory. You guys, most of you guys don't even get it. Wait till they make these shots. Whatever's going to be in the shot, they're going to make those shots mandatory. I don't know what's in that shot. Do you? All they're going to tell you is that you have to take it. What's in it? I don't even know what's in it. I don't even take the flu shot. I don't know what's in the flu shot. As soon as they started offering free flu shots, coming to your job, at corner stores, at 7-Eleven, at CVS, I was like, man, they're just trying to push this flu shot. Nah, I'm good. You guys are trying to shove it down my throat. There's a reason why you're trying to shove it down my throat. I don't like that. But this one, if you're a regular worker, guess what? You're gonna be mandatory. You're gonna take a shot. You're in the medical field. You work in the hospital. You're gonna be required to take that shot. Required. You want to get hired at this job? No different than a drug test. You're gonna be Hey, you got your papers to prove that you took this shot? Yeah. What's in it? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Good luck. The only way you probably even get close to getting around that, I mean, they can put it, hey man, they can make you take a shot to get your driver's license. Who knows? They can be, but the more, put it this way, the more you're dependent on the government, the more likely are that you're going to be taking this shot. Joseph says, I go everywhere without a mask. For what? Exactly. Cosmic says, to paraphrase Warren Buffett, stupid people end up starting to do what wise people have already done. Yeah. It's like, and I get it, man. I get it. I now let me make sure you guys understand this. I get how scary this must be for a lot of you that have worked a regular job all your life, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got 40, 50 hours back in your life, just like that. Just a snap of your fingers, just like that. Now what? And on top of that, you can't do anything. You can't even do anything with it. Like when I say do anything outside of yourself. Now you can't do anything. Sometimes when I'm in other chat rooms, sometimes, man, I hear the way people talk. They're talking about sports. They're talking when it's draft. Oh man, can you believe so and so got traded to this team? I'm thinking to myself, what are you even thinking about that for? What about you? People like sports people. I mean, sports fanatics. They're thinking about what's going on in the sports arena. I guarantee you this. Can you imagine how many sports players are sweating freaking bullets right now? How many sports players you think are sweating bullets? Their money's talking about their money has to get cut. It has to. All those events, all those big arenas, nobody's filling any seats. And even that, check this out, even that, I don't know how the NFL, the baseball league, all the sports league, I have no idea how they're going to survive this. Those are crowds of people that come to see these events, and you got to crowd up. And there's no cure for coronavirus yet. How quickly do you think the NFL, the NBA, NBL, how long do you think it's going to take them to recover? Years. Nobody's going to trust that. People go to games, go to yelling and screaming and this and that. You can't do that with a mask on. There is no yelling in the arena when you got a mask on. Everybody's going to be screaming in their mask. That whole environment is going to be destroyed. People go there just to do all that screaming and jumping and congratulating and hugging each other. You can't do that anymore. Social distancing. You can't do that. Think about all those big, gigantic stadiums that are just sitting there empty, and they're going to be empty for a long time. As for sporting events, sports players, they got to be sweating bullets. First, imagine some of those guys' egos, those ones that hey, I'm a basketball player, I'm a football player, and then all of a sudden it's been stripped away because everybody's thinking. I'm just talking about them because they're the most you can see them out in the public eye, right? It's everybody. It's not people think it's different from a sports player to a regular common worker. It's the same thing. Now they're just regular people. Now what? That money is slowly dissipating. NC Big says gas and energy companies are and people are out there buying stock with no money thinking or crashing. Oh, you must say crashing. Okay. Are crashing out there buying stock with no money thinking they're winning. Can you imagine? Listen, if you're new to my channel, right? This is what I want you to do. I know people are coming through. You talking about invest, real estate, the stock market. I want you to see something. All right. I want you to, if you can see that, you can clearly see, of course, stocks are dropping because there's no jobs. Of course, you can get in on this real estate because it's going down because nobody can pay for it. Right. You can see that. If you can see it, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have to invest in anything outside of yourself. Anything. If that's in a negative, you have no money to invest in anything. If you can't see that first, you have absolutely no business investing in anything if you don't understand the stock of yourself. How much is your stock worth? Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals the value of the stock of you. If that's in the negative, if your stock of the personal stock of you is in the negative, you have no business, and you don't know that, and you don't know your stock is in the negative. The stock of you is in the negative, and then you're talking about investing in something else, thinking you're gonna come up. No, you're not. You're in the negative. You're gonna borrow money to invest in something that you have no idea about. When your stock is in the negative, you have no business doing that. None. Don't. Right now is the time not to invest in anything but you. Quarantine yourself, figure out who you are, figure out what it is that you would love to be doing after this quarantine that you would just wake up, love doing. Do not invest in anything. Don't trust anybody that's trying to get you to invest in anything. If somebody comes up to you and say, hey man, you should invest in XYZ, or you should invest, this is what I want you to do. Do you still have your student loans? If they say yes, don't listen to a word they're saying. Hey, you have a mortgage? Yeah. What kind do you have? I don't know. Don't listen to them. Javi says, if you have free time during this crisis, scam, make the most of it by sharpening your skills with free university level courses at UDA City. Okay, cool. Cosmic says China's not back to normal. That's a lie. They are trying to spin. You know what I'm saying, Cosmic? They can say anything. All you got to do is go on social media. People will post fake news all the time, and then people just share it. Oh my God! Like the other day, Colin Kaepernick is he just got signed as a quarterback for the New York blah blah blah, right? And first of all, I don't care if he did or didn't. It really didn't matter. But people were sharing it, and it was fake. It's like, can you imagine if people don't do the research just on something simple like that? If you go to another level of something that's happening in another country, in another part of the freaking world, you think people are taking the time to do the research to see if that's true in China? No, they're not. No, they're not. I don't believe anything I see. You always got to question the source. Anything you hear, especially when it comes to money, if you want to get out of quarantine on top, pay attention to the source of the people that are telling you about money and finances and life. Always question the source. Just like earlier, Joseph said, or was it Mecca? I think no, Joseph. No, it was who was that? Darkman. Darkman said, posted in the Discord server that somebody's financing a car, thought he got a great deal. Somebody was talking about $1,000 a month, $1,095 for some kind of charger. And and in the same comment, he goes, "Yeah, but you guys got to understand, you pay what you get what you pay for. I get free oil changes and tire rotation." I'm like, "Are you serious? $1,000 a month for a car?" In a pandemic where this whole economy is about to crash, people are still financing cars. That's called normalcy. They think they want to, this is what people in debt do. They want to go and finance something, make it look like to all the other people in debt that this economy, this pandemic is not affecting them. They're buying new cars. Are you crazy? You gotta be literally insane to. I hear people talking about financing houses during this. Oh man, this is the time to buy. Man, everything's crashing, everything's going low. Man, this is the time to get in. Not if you have no money. If you are in debt, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have to buy a house. Savings minus debt equals how much you have to buy a car. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have to invest in stock, into the stock market, and to invest in real estate. Savings minus debt equals how much money your stock is worth, the stock of you. Mm, mm, mm. If you come into this channel, I want to welcome you. Welcome to the S&D family. This is the place I'm going to tell you guys everything, the truth when it comes to your money. Every S&D family member will also tell you the truth. It doesn't matter about your feelings. It doesn't matter how you feel about the answer. It will be the mathematical truth. If you don't ever want to feel this ever again, ever, what I know this is a scary time. You're thinking about everything under the sun. If you don't ever want this to happen to you again, get out of debt. Right now is your get out of debt free card. Right now. All you got to do is let it all go. Let go of everything that you don't own. You got a mortgage, you got an FHA subprime mortgage, let it go. You got a car note, let it go. You got all these credit cards, don't matter, let them go. Right now, you can get out of debt free. Chapter 7, when this is all over. Don't worry about if you stop paying your car note, your mortgage, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I'm going to get kicked out. No, no, you're not. Not anytime soon. At least another 18 months. That's not even happening. Nobody has no jobs. Nobody's there to push the paperwork through. It's not going to happen anytime soon. Cosmic says if China is producing products, who are they selling? Exactly. Who are they selling it to? If the rest of the world is shut down, China's not back to normal. You're right, Cosmic. Herbert said, "There's no way China's." I don't. I click when I hear stuff, and then what happens? People get on social media. Oh man, China's back to normal. What's back to normal? What is that? Where in China? Where in China is back to normal? Who said that? Somebody on social media? Oh no, I ain't listening to none of that. It Will says, I don't believe anything coming from China. China is in charge of the information that leaves the country. That leaves that country. You're right. They're communists. The news was showing shots of Italy, and they were saying it was New York City. The media was called out. Oh my goodness. Hold on for a second, you guys. Hold on for a quick. All right, I'm back. I don't believe any of that stuff because I don't know, man. I'm making the best time of it, and I'm trying my best to figure this out. How can I stay? How can I get sliced up in quarantine with no weights, no gym? If I can get sliced up during a quarantine, if I can get sliced up during a quarantine, you know how many people will be amazed that I could do something like that? Not just as 50-year old, okay? I've done all that stuff. I've got sliced up, stomach, six pack, all that stuff, right? But if I can do that in quarantine, oh man, that'll be amazing. I ain't gonna lie, that'll impress myself. Investing in the stock of me, health wise, financial wise. Mecca says they was quarantined in cubicles. Exactly, Mecca. I was quarantined. I'm not talking negative. If cubicle life is your life right now, that was me for many years. I thought I was all that because I used to get up, go into a warm office, sit down in my private cubicle, put up my little pictures and family pictures and my degrees or my certificates, all that cubicle life. And I remember, check this out. I remember every now and then, because our cubicles wasn't that high, I would stand up, right? And then I could see across the whole floor. And I used to think to myself, man, that looks like a maze, right? I used to picture a maze in my head, all station areas where you just sit in as a worker. And it used to go into the back of my mind. I was like, man, I feel like cattle. Just moo, just being pushed into your area of where you're at, moo. Put that there. A little too high. Got my mic. You guys can see my mic. LJ Dave NC Big says LJ Dave Ramsey said we can continue having people at home for another 8 weeks. Things are going to get worse. What's your thoughts? Dave Ramsey said we can continue having people at our home for another 8 weeks. Well, I don't really have a lot of people at my house, so I've never been like that. My thoughts, NC Biggs, this is not changing until at least the summer of 2021. Nothing's changing. Unless the government does something big by the summertime, people's stimulus money is going to be gone. Now what? That's what I'm worried about. Where'd that go? Thank you guys for all this participation, man. I'm trying to catch up here. Okay, nicer. All right, Joseph. Joseph says, home gym for me, waiting for a good sale on equipment, looking for a deal on ellipticals. Oh, wait till January. Wait till December. Get yourself a Christmas present. I don't know how you're going to get it, though. If somebody's selling it, by the time December comes, I don't know how you're going to go and get that piece of equipment. So good luck with that. Mecca says, I wasn't about to pay those gym memberships. That's how I learned how to stay in shape at all. Okay. I'll run on the high school tracks, push-ups, sit-ups, and I have dumbbells at home. That's smart, man. Hey, so this little quarantine don't change your body routine at all then. You're good. See? I was never a home workout person, but now I'm doing more jump roping. I got some rubber bands. I got these rubber bands that I bought. You know how expensive those rubber bands that you see on YouTube or whatever, right? I went to Home Depot. Home Depot still open. They got these big, long rubber bands. They're green, and when I want them to be more heavier, I'll just put more of those green rubber bands together and cause more tension. That's all I do. Hyphy says massage therapy industry is, oh my goodness, man. Hyphy always know how to reach in the bags. I feel sorry. Massage therapy industry is over. Unfortunately, it wasn't a happy end. Hyphy, see what I'm saying? I'm not even laughing at that. No, that's not even funny. That's, it's like massage therapists, gyms. What else is over? Waiters. Man, just think. People, sports fanatics, they're not even really thinking about this, but just think about it. You got to understand that is over. Not completely. I don't know for how long, but sports arenas are for crowds of people to get together to yell and scream and hug and laugh and fight and whatever, right? You can't do that anymore. What are you going to do? That whole atmosphere is done. I hope you guys are paying attention to this. The new world is here. The new world is here. You better learn to adapt right now. You better learn to adapt right now. I don't know how you're going to do it. First, you got to quarantine yourself. Quarantine yourself, quiet the noise, cut out all the social media, turn off the TV, turn your phone off. Don't listen, cut off all the friends that just talking about this stuff every day. You got to cut them off. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by 5G, TikTok challenges, all these challenges to keep your brain distracted. Stay focused. Stay focused on the task at hand. Say, what is it that I would love to be doing for the rest of my entire life, even when this is over? That is what you need to be working on. Worry about investing in the stock of you. How much is your stock worth? If you don't even know how much your stock is worth, don't worry about the stock market. Don't worry about real estate. Don't worry about any of that, because none of those numbers will ever add up for you. They will never add up for you. Never. They will never add. The math will never make sense as long as you're in debt. First of all, it's mathematically impossible to invest negative dollars into anything. You cannot invest negative dollars into real estate. You can't invest negative dollars into the stock market and then think it's going to grow or something like that. You can't. That's impossible. That's math. That's against the law of mathematics. Jaws 2003 says, don't forget about UFit Gym. Oh, I never heard of that. UFit gyms as well, LJ. They are still charging to help corporate and furloughed employees. I don't know how. I don't know what UFit gyms are. I've never heard of those. Ill Will says, also see the manipulation of the cruise line industry, saying people are buying packages in droves. Oh God, they know they have to. They know they have taken a hit. 2 cruise ships were stuck. Nobody is buying packages now. You know what, Ill Wills, though? I guarantee you there are still some people out there buying packages. They're buying packages because they also believe things are going to go back to normal. So they're probably thinking in their brains right now, man, let me get this package at this dirt bottom basement price. So when things go back to normal, I won't have to pay these prices that I used to pay. First of all, those prices are never coming back. This is what people don't understand. The people that want things to go back to normal. Those cruise airline prices, they're airline, cruise ships, all that stuff. You think you're going to see those kind of prices for years? Those prices, you will never see first class tickets costing $1,500, $2,000. Those days are done. Those are done. They got to do anything and everything to survive. When I worked in Seattle, I worked for an airline company called Alaska Airlines. Loved it. I loved it there. Loved it. Loved it. But they're one of the smaller ones. They're not one of the big boys. Good luck surviving. Good luck. They are dirt cheap. You better believe they're dirt cheap, Cosman. They're still getting money. All they got to do is make people believe that they're getting a good deal on a cruise ship ticket or whatever, right? And people are going to believe it. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to charge it. Ill Will says, I've waited on lines to buy groceries. To enter a supermarket is mandatory. You must have a mask, governor's orders. What about the people that don't have masks? I don't have no mask. Boy, do I got anything out there? I don't think I got anything out there. I got to look. Mecca says, you about to see a bunch of 6 foot, 250-pound dudes bagging your groceries. You sure? Ain't that true? Big dudes. Hey man, can you walk this to my car for me? Yeah, they're gonna be having guns on their hips. You better be packing your own. You better believe that. You better be packing your own. Straight up. Straight up. Ill Will says, it came out athletes are are one check away from being broke. NBA is going to pay players until April 15th. After that, they're not sure. They're not. They're not paying anybody. They can't. Imagine how much money the professional sport leagues are losing. Can you imagine? They're not selling any tickets. They got to give and I don't know if this is true. Maybe people that bought season tickets, I don't know if they get their money back. But you better believe people are thinking that, hey man, I need to get my money back. They have to give back. If they have to give back all that money, I'm assuming they do. They ain't providing a service, right? They got to give back all that money. I remember this is what some companies are doing, because what I did was we were supposed to see who was that we're going to see in North Carolina. Stand-up comedian was coming to North Carolina. We're going to go see not Chris Rock, but what is his name? He was in Friday with Ice Cube. What's his name? The comedian, right? We were going to see him up on stage, right? And he was supposed to be coming here. I forgot what month, right? So what they did was they said, instead of giving us our money back, they pushed his date till September. Now they know good and well nothing is happening in September. Nothing is happening, but legally they pushed it to that date. So now they legally don't have to give us our money back until that date comes and goes, right? They're just biding time. When September comes, or whatever date they pushed it to, when that comes, okay, I want my money back then. They can't keep pushing the date. Joseph says home field advantage will be mandatory. Home, man. I don't even, it's so crazy. I don't even watch sports, so I really don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm not a sports. I've never been a sports person. When I looked at sports, right, I'm happy for the people that worked hard to be able to come to that level as professionals, right? I'm happy for them, but me get into buying their jerseys and their shoes and saying, hey man, can I get your autograph? I was just never like that, because when I would see them, I would see myself. I would see myself like, hey man, they're human. I'm human. They just did something. They did what it took to get to reach their goals. Now it's my turn. I don't have time to waste to watch them live their dreams. I got my own dreams to live. Quinta says NBA will get their next check on their next check on the 15th. After that, the 15th is unknown. I know it's going to stop. All you got to do is look at the obvious. Do you believe that anything's going to happen between now and April 15th? Today's the 11th. Okay? People are waiting in grocery stores, in line at grocery stores, in line. They're closing down outside parks. You think anything's going to change between now and then in a few days? No, it's not. I have no idea how the leagues are going to survive. I have no idea. No clue. Gymnasiums, I keep saying it, Planet Fitness, 24-hour fitness, those places are out. You know what, if you want to come up right now, this is all you got to do. Think of a home. If you got a good sized garage right now, right? Think of a home neighborhood gym, all right, where people know you, okay? If they know you when things calm down or go back to normal, whatever, right? And they know you clean your equipment, they're going to come to your house to go to the gym, because you're not going to have a crowd of people. You're going to say, hey man, I'm only going to have 3 to 4 people work out, because my garage is only so big, so I can have people are going to pay that. They'll pay it. And you're going to get gym equipment cheap, because guess what? Planet Fitness, 24-hour fitness, they're going to be selling all their stuff for rock bottom base prices. Forget about the people that's buying their home stuff. All you got to do is wait. Just wait. Just wait. Jaws 2003 says, aren't the professional athletes 1099 employees? It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter if they're W-2, 1099. It doesn't matter. This is the problem with most people in debt, right? They think it has something to do with your income. It has nothing to do with your income. If you're in debt, you're in debt. You're in a debt class. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals the money you have in real life. If that number's in the negative, even if you're making $1 million and that number's in the negative, you are in the debt class. You're not in the upper class. You're not in the middle class. You're not in the lower class. Those classes don't even exist. If your finances are in the negative, you are in the debt class. There's the debt class and there's the non-debt class. Which one are you in? How do you find that out? Are your finances in the negative? Yeah, you're in a debt class. Just like the professional players, just like the professional actors, just like anybody that you believe to have money. The financial playing field is getting wiped clean. They're sweeping. They're tidying it up. Herbert says an article came out this week saying 1/3 of NBA players live paycheck to paycheck. That didn't surprise me at all. Didn't surprise me. When you're out of debt, I could see everything. People in debt they don't understand that they speak debt. If you've been in debt all your life and you believe debt is just part of life, and you believe everybody has student loans and student loans is forever, because people in debt call a student loan, forever slave. You are quarantined in your mind, in your brain. You've been quarantined before the actual mandatory quarantine. You got to break out of quarantine from here first. If your finances are in a negative right now and you're waiting till everything goes back, you want everything to go back to normal, that's what you're asking for. You're asking to go back into your normal role of debt. Joseph says, LJ, there's an NBA player who said that a lot of guys will be in financial trouble if the season gets canceled. It's canceled already. People don't even. All you got, okay, listen. All you got to do is look. You think an NBA season or NFL season, whatever's coming next. I don't even know what's coming next. I think it's NFL, right? You think if you really believe that that's going to happen, you are insane. Masks are required at the grocery store. You think the NFL season is going to start? Are you insane? You got to be crazy. Come on. Basketball, all those. Forget about it. 2020 season, 2021 season, that is done. That's not happening. That's not happening. Drafts, all this other stuff, not happening. UFC, not happening. Cosmic says stocks are going up. Real estate isn't going down yet. Of course, I see what, you know why it's going up, Cosmic? Because the stimulus money's coming in. People got money. People are scared. So what are they doing? Now the vultures are coming out. All the piranha are coming out saying, hey, man, stocks are going up. Do you see? Look, stocks are going up. They don't understand. That's temporary. As soon as people are nervous. So that's when you're looking at the stock market right now, that's a bunch of nervous people. Scared, taking this stimulus money, refinancing their houses to invest in the stock market, thinking they're coming up. Once that money is gone, once the stimulus money is gone, you're going to see it go down. You're going to see it tank. You're going to see it tank hard. It's housing market prices are going to crash. They're going to crash. Unless something happens this summer, this is my prediction. Unless something major happens this summer financially, housing market prices are going to crash. How do I know this? Nobody has no jobs. How do I know this? Trillions of dollars in mortgage loan debt. Trillions. That's millions of people who believe they're homeowners when they're not. That's millions of people that believe they're homeowners. Now they're quarantined in a house that's not even theirs. Oh, at least I'm quarantined in my nice house. It's not even yours. That's millions of people that believe they're homeowners without a job. They're now going to quickly find out that they're not. Now they have two choices: either wake up and realize, oh man, I'm not a homeowner for a 30-year mortgage. No, you're not. And then they can say, how do I figure out how to be a homeowner? That's when the wheels start clicking. Cosmic says real estate usually lags stocks by 3 months. The stock market is what people call a bull market trap. Quentin says the NBA players will get a paycheck on the 15th. After that is unknown. I wonder, so crazy. I wonder why people worry about the NBA players and their money. That really don't. I'm not talking about you, Quentin, but I just find it funny that makes the news. I don't get it. I don't get why people, and especially broke people, they'll see like an NBA player, oh man, he signed for a $80 million contract and he's broke. They'd be like, how can he be broke? because it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter. The same people calling an NBA player wondering how, why an NBA player, an NFL player can go broke because they make millions of dollars. The same people saying that, they're broke. If you've caught yourself wondering how an NBA player or some kind of sports player is broke, and then you add up all your savings, add up all your debt, and you're broke too, why are you saying that? You're broke too. Well, you think that because if you don't know how to handle money now, you believe if somebody gave you 2, 3, 10, $15 million, then you'll know how to handle money. That's not true. That's so not true. That is not true at all. Dave Sincere says, I stopped watching sports religiously about 8 to 9 years ago. I was at a sports bar and LeBron just joined Miami Heat. They lost in the championship. I was a sports bar. Two guys were about to get into it. A fight. Okay, let me go back here. A fight over who's better, Bron versus Kobe. The argument got serious. Cops were called. Security kicked the two guys out. A week later, I was reading the news that there is an article about LeBron. Oh, my goodness. When I see people fight over something that they don't even own, that just cracks me up, man. Sharif says, NBA players are living check to check, and they might get a 50% pay cut. Ooh, wee. If any of you guys know a professional sports player and he sounds like he's in trouble, he's talking like he or she's talking like, please send them to the SMB family. Please send them to this channel. Please. I can help those people. I can help really anybody, but especially those guys. Dave said, oh, I got that part. Dave Sincere says, but he couldn't be reached for comment because him and his family was on a yacht vacation in the Mediterranean. Oh, okay. There was an article about LeBron, but he couldn't be reached because of and vacation in the Mediterranean. I thought, damn, people risking their freedom for LeBron. And it's not even LeBron's fault. He's just living his life. Ain't got nothing to do with LeBron. People tripping over him. I can't even imagine. I know when people look at LeBron, they think, man, and be envious of his life. Don't get me wrong, money, lifestyle, but he can't really go anywhere, without being hassled, and he can't really be mean to his fans, But some days, some days you just wake up and you don't want to be dealing with anybody. In order for him to be like that, he just got to stay at his house. He can't be out in public. People are going to be, hey, man, I got to get your autograph. What about that? Oh, man, I saw that dunk you did on so-and-so. Man, what did he say anything? People. NC Biggs says, LJ, the cops are starting to attack in New York. Two different situations on the same block around the same time. What do you mean by attack? What does that mean? Cosmic says there was a study that said every car you finance, you put yourself back 6 years financially. Financing depreciating asset is pimping backwards. It is, man. When I think about that, Cosmic, when I think about how many cars I financed, I get mad at myself. I do. I get upset at myself. Thank you, sir. Hit that like button. Thank you, Wills. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, please. And it's not just me, it's the SMD family. Plenty of people in here. Cosmic says, I'm loving this quarantine, busier than ever, saving and learning. I walk upstairs for my lower body workout. My hamstrings are crazy sore and using the weights for upper body. Cosmic says, waiting on some great deals starting 2021. There's going to be a ton of great deals. Ill Will says, that's one thing I never do. I never make my cubicle comfortable. My cubicle is empty. I can pick up everything in one swoop. And you know what's so crazy, Ill Wills? If you think about it, think about all the places you worked and you see in somebody's cubicle. I mean, they would have it set up like a house. You know why? Because that's where they live. Did I know that I should have kept my cubicle like yours? Now, it wasn't completely filled with everything and pictures and pictures of, hey, check it out, and screensavers of pictures of places that they'd rather be than be there in that cubicle. It is just the craziest thing when you think about it now, right? Now, just before I left, it was just barely anything. But if that ever happened, well, it's not going to happen. I can't. I'm not doing anything for money anymore. I'm not. But the cubicle life, now when you go back as a financially free person, when you go back into the cubicle life, man, look at everybody's cubicle. See if they have it set up like it's their house, because you know why? Because they live there. They've accepted it. Hyphy says, I don't argue with those that seek to take out loans to take advantage of the housing market or stock market. Those are the same people I will be buying from at a discounted rate 18 months from now. You better believe it. BLNS Holding. Navy Federal sent out emails saying the COVID stimulus will arrive next week in accounts. See, look at that. They're letting everybody know that their money is coming. You think businesses care about when your check doesn't arrive? They don't care when your check doesn't. They really don't. It's business. They care. They're letting you know, hey man, we're here for you. Your money's going to be here. You ready to spend it? We're here for you. I get it. It's business. It's business. Okay. BL and S Holding says folks are going to blow that check, especially if they know another check may follow. And you know what, BL, I believe another check is going to come. They just ain't telling anybody, because if that money runs out, it's going to be now. When that money runs out by the summertime, that's a disaster. Something else has to be coming. Movie theaters done. Movie theaters are already on their way out. They were already on their way out. They are now done. Movie theaters are out. They was already on the edge. They're done. Bartenders, done. Jason says they officially closed schools in New York for the rest of the year. The quarantine isn't even close to being over yet. School year's over this year. I already knew that. I didn't even plan on that to coming back. School year's over for the next year too. It's already September. If you think your kids are going back to school in September, not. That's done. Imagine this. This is what I was thinking about the other day too. Check this out. Imagine now the parents are in charge, because they're putting everything online, right? Now the parents are in charge of getting their kids back on, keeping them on their homework and stuff and set up and all that stuff. How many parents do you think not doing that? They're worried about their own stuff. They're going to get to the kids stuff later. Imagine how many kids are going to be behind. How many grades they're going to fall behind on. College students, regular kids, home kids, students. Oh man, you guys don't even know the fallout from this, man. What are they going to do? Just pass? What are they going to do? Just pass kids? Hey, yeah, because the coronavirus, we're going to go ahead and push you up to the next grade. Is that what they're going to do? Jaw says Florida wants to open schools up for the last few weeks. They're not. That's not going to happen. Even if they did, how many parents you think are going to send their kids to school while this virus is still out there? That's not going to happen. Cosm says people will still go on a cruise. Cruise ships been having stomach bug outbreaks for years, and they will still be in business in the future. No time soon, they won't. BNL Holding, my GI Bill side hustle will take a hit if I can't attend in person next semester. I see what you're talking about for school. They're gonna do something about that. They're not gonna allow that to happen. They won't let people do that. I mean, they'll do something to where you won't lose something. I can't see them letting you just lose that money. Physical therapy, barbershops, beauty salons, gyms, strip clubs. Ill Will's a fool. These professions are taking a hit. Being in close proximity to other people will change how we live and coexist with each other forever. Jaws 2003 says Alaska Airlines is a budget airline company. Just like Spirit Airlines, I am ready to start getting cheap tickets when we can travel again. Good luck with that. Oh, they're gonna sell you tickets just like cruise line tickets. Hey man, do this now, man. You can get a package deal to go here and there. Once things get back online, good luck. I guarantee you, just like like airline tickets, they're non-refundable. Once you buy those tickets, those deals that you're going to try to get, they're non-refundable. And what if that company goes bankrupt? What happens then? A lot of airlines are going to go out of business. The big boys, maybe they'll survive. I mean, they'll get a bailout. They can't. Put it this way. The airline industry those are one of those businesses that cannot stop. Okay. People will need to fly. It will come back around because people need to fly. But the smaller ones, good luck. Mecca says, do you think it's a good idea to get a box truck and start a delivery service? I do. I do. That's the only way you're getting your food right now. That's the only way you're getting food delivery services. And if that's your passion, say like this. Say like that your food truck is your passion. Imagine having a food truck, creating an app, and then you go into a particular neighborhood, let everybody know that you're going to be in a particular neighborhood for your delivering your food or service, however you're going to do it. And the people can just, all they got to do is just walk out and go to your truck and pick up their food that they ordered. They don't even have to go anywhere. Man. Mecca says drive-in movies are about to make a comeback. Oh my God. You ain't lying, man. That might make drive-in movie theaters might make a comeback. They might. But streaming movies are out right now. I understand why you're saying that, Mecca. I don't know. That might be. Cosmo says possibly, Mecca, if you market the high-end places and you understand the competition in your area. Delivery services were huge before the virus, but now it's another level. You know what? I put it this way, Cosmic. If the majority, I guarantee you this, the majority of those delivery services, I guarantee you they were doing their services while living in debt. Remember, the economy is about to wipe off all the people pretending to have money, borrowing money, all this other stuff. They're about to lose a lot of stuff. Okay. A lot of people are about to be removed off the financial playing field. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about competition. Don't worry about any of that. BL and S says black players should take the opportunity to make their own league while the NBA is weak. I wouldn't invest in any kind of league. What kind of money are you going to make? If the NBA, check it out. If the NBA ain't making money, you think you're starting up something that's not making money? I don't know about that one. Ill Will says having major cruise ships being denied ports of entry is totally different from other outbreaks. Passengers were almost left to die at sea. Big difference. Only time will tell if they regain their momentum. They're not. They won't for a long time. NC Big says, LJ, what about those rappers that can't have concerts because they don't make money off the song. They make money off the interviews and concerts. Ooh. Yeah. I think stars, I don't know how they're going to do that. Because you know how if you try to have a concert online and you try to have that many people logging into your site. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the networking industry, IT industry they got to be scrambling to make some fast. Maybe that's why 5G is trying to get it up so fast, because you need that kind of hole to support things like that, to support that kind of traffic. You know, who knows what's coming? I don't know. Cosmic says, NC Biggs, I don't have time to worry about rappers, NBA players, stars. Too busy getting my plan together. Me neither, man. James Stokes says, athletes are W-2. I didn't know that. Okay. Cosmic says, cool NC work on your master plan. BL and S holding, wondering why defense contractors are loading up on employees at the moment. Yeah, I wonder why. You better believe it. Karen Jackson, hello, welcome. Cosmic says broke people care about these stars because they don't want to work on themselves. It's a distraction. I mean, again, I'm happy for people, sports people that did what it took to get to the professional level. I'm happy for them. They're living their dreams. They're doing what they need to do. They did what they needed to do to get to the level they're at. I'm totally happy for them. But I got my own dreams to live. I can't live through you. I got to live my own. Cosmo says, easier to live their dreams through someone else. Sure is. NC Big says the cops are getting attacked. Doesn't surprise me at all. Darkman says that's why I stopped being so emotionally involved about sports. Somebody wanted to fight me because I said that the Cleveland Browns are horrible, which is true. I don't get involved in none of that stuff. Hey, you a sports fan? Yeah. You watch sports? No. Why? Because I don't want to. Do I have to? Shout out to BL and S Holding for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. The purpose of news is to signal at current opportunities to profit off of other people. Lawyers and fam are alike. How can I get a piece of the 15 million? Oh, okay. Now, I understand what you're saying, BLNS. I understand believe it or not, there's opportunities. If you're debt free right now and you have money, your opportunities are coming. Okay, they're not here yet. You got to let all the scared people do all the stuff they do. This is panic mode right now. Real estate, stock market, stocks are low, this and that. So they're investing all the money that they don't even have. They don't even have it. Wait till that dies down. See what the government is going to do by the summertime. See if there's going to be another round of stimulus checks. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's got to happen because people are going to start stealing. You think people are going to starve? You think they're going to let their children starve? That's not going to happen. They're not going to say, "Hey, sorry, baby, I got no job. You can't get no food." That is not going to happen. People are going to start stealing. Okay. There will be the National Guard at grocery stores. Okay, they don't have to worry about the gas stations, right? Because nobody has no job, so nobody's driving anywhere to get gas. So gas is pretty much worthless right now. It doesn't even matter, right? But food, that's a different story. Ill Will says facts. LJ, being LeBron is not easy. You can't even have a peace of mind. I can't imagine being him. He is too big to blend in with the crowd. Plus, people just around you daily. That will be hell for me. I mean, that would be hell for me too, man. That's just too much. I know people envy him, but if I saw him, I would say, oh, okay, that's LeBron, but I would just talk to him like a regular dude. I wouldn't talk to, hey, how much money you got? What's your life like? Can I see your cars? No. Jason says AMC movie theaters are filing for bankruptcy. I've been going to AMC theaters my whole life. Yeah, they're done. They were already on the edge. As soon as streaming services came out, that was it. Combined with the internet, combined with people just going into movie theaters and recording the movies, leaving, putting them up online. You didn't even have to go to the theater to see the movies anymore. You could watch them online while they're in the theater. Joseph says, what about the senior that are supposed to graduate from high schools and colleges? Man, what about them this year? And what about them next year? Man. Man, Ill Will, man, we can't. You're welcome, man. And I'm surprised when they called my life quarantine. I was like, my life is called quarantine? I didn't know that. My life is called quarantine. I did not know that. Like when I'm done here, because I've been hearing that the park is totally closed off. I'm about to drive down there again just to see, because I saw gates going up, but they didn't have the gates anywhere. They just had them stacked up, and I was like, damn, what they gonna do with all those gates? They're wrapping the park. Jason says those kids have to repeat the same grade next year in Pennsylvania. Messed up. Black Knight says our school district graduated seniors that were passing when school closed. Those that weren't passing will have to attend online classes. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Dave Sincere says the XFL just shut down all operations. They tried to compete against the NFL. If they can't compete against the NFL during this time, no chance if they can't compete against NFL during this time, no chance NBA players who start their own. Oh, dude, same versus NBA. Yeah, that's not happening. NBA can't even compete. They're the biggest. I mean, they are the NBA, right? If they can't compete against the coronavirus, you think a smaller franchise can? They can't. Nobody can. Good morning, Jewel. Good afternoon. Well, here, I don't know where you're at, but it's good afternoon on my side. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Busy with the farm this morning. The farm. Growing, it sounds like she's growing her own food. So you guys, do you guys have friends and family worrying about when this quarantine is going to be over? Are you seeing it on your timeline? Hey, when's this quarantine? I can't wait to get back to work. Oh man, I can't believe the governor said this. I can't believe the president said that. I can't believe why? Why can't you believe it? I don't get why can't you believe it? It's not going back for at least 18 months. The quicker you accept that, the quicker you're going to get started on your own new life. This is your opportunity right now. This is your opportunity to change your life forever right now. This is your get out of debt free card right now. If I was in the same situation I was back in 2008 compared to right now, I would stop paying everything except my essentials, my rent, my food, my light, my food, everything else. I wouldn't be paying nothing. Car notes, insurance, nothing. I wouldn't be paying nothing. Done. Come 2021, when things start to go back to normal, guess what? I'm going to go straight to a lawyer and say, Chapter 7. Chapter 7. Jules says, I feel like I miss so much. Plus, I like interacting with you all in real time. How are you? Okay. I know this is nice, but we're like-minded people. That's why. I got, and I love it. I love it. I love it when people reach out to me and say, hey, L, when you going to, when's your next live, man? What's up? Come on, man. I need your next live. Actually, I don't know why my brother's not in here. I don't know why he didn't show up here. Let me see. He always seemed to have missed it. Let me email or text him now, right now. 1 second, you guys. Because he's the main one always bugging me about it, too. What's up, CA? Welcome. Liquidation. It's going to be a lot of it. What's that? Chapter 11? This world, I want you guys to understand, man, this world has changed. It's not a bad thing, though. This is not a bad thing. This is a very good thing. It's almost like a lot of people don't understand. Like when they redid the tax, the whole tax system back in 08, 07, something like that, that was the time to take the time to understand how the tax system works because it's brand new. Right now is the opportunity for you to accept that your old world is done, right? Accept that it's gone. Accept it. Accept that it's gone. Right now, it's brand new. You can be on the forefront of the new world. Right now, you get to be on the forefront right now. You get to learn. Nobody knows it. Half the people don't even accept it. Forget about the people that don't accept it. Doesn't matter what they believe. Doesn't matter what they can't wait till the normal comes back, whatever. Right now, it's fresh. Not many people know what's going forward. All you got to do is get out of debt, and then you can see the whole new world. Your whole world will change. Hold on for a second. I got to turn the AC off now. It's good. All right, I'm back. All right, CA says chapter 7, 11, and 13. You better believe it. Hit that like button. Thank you, Ill Will, sir. I'm not going to hog up the whole time here. Let me get this. You guys want to jump on here today and talk about what's going on in your life? Talk about how life is for you in quarantine. There's the link if you want to jump in at any time. Jared says, I see a lot of people going back to apartment renting instead of buying. Thanks for telling me not to invest in real estate now, LJ. You're welcome, Jared. Don't do that right now. Don't worry. You'll get your time. Don't worry. It's going. hey, the housing market is going to crash. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about why, when, whatever. It's coming. Just all you got to do is open your eyes. Nobody has any jobs. If nobody has jobs to pay their mortgage, that means the housing market's going to crash, right? It's gonna. Put it this way: there are trillions of dollars in mortgage loan debt. That's millions of people that believe they are homeowners while having 30-year mortgages. Now that they have no jobs, they're going to find out quickly that they're not, right? And they have no choice but to let the house go because they're deferring. People deferring. They're deferring mortgage payments, right? People believe that they're going to catch up somehow. They're not. Deferment doesn't mean wipe away. People don't really even understand what deferment means. They're just putting back your payments. That's it. They're not doing anything for you. You're going to have to pay. Believe that. Black Knight says, I don't think judges are going to be granting Chapter 7 bankruptcies like you think. It's the law, though. Hey, Black Knight, it's the law. If they meet the criteria, if they meet the rules of Chapter 7, I'm only going by law. They say, what are the rules to Chapter 7? This. Do you meet them? Yeah, they're going to get it. They're going to get it. They're going to get Chapter 7. Shout out to Dark Man, sir. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Shout out to Dark Man. Cash App donation. Thank you, sir. Especially in a time like this. In a time like this with no jobs, money is difficult to come across. Thank you, sir. That $10 is worth like $100 right now. Believe that. Shout out to Dark Man. I just, Black Knight, I just think like this. If they just pay attention, do I meet the Chapter 7 criteria? Yeah, you're going to get it. Cosmic says some people don't know what deferment means, and they are signing up with no written terms and conditions. I'm just waiting on these foreclosures starting in 2021, and it won't end next year. Oh, it's not going to end. The fallout hasn't even came. You got to remember like this. It's going to be next year is going to be the start of the crash, but you got to remember people are not working. So the process of getting foreclosure stuff started, nobody's in the offices working to get it started, right? So it's going to be at least, normally it'd probably take a year to get somebody kicked out of their house. It's probably going to extend about maybe 18 months to 2 years for the process to happen. Dark Man says, I'm out here getting this DoorDash money. I can spare it. Please believe me. Thank you, Dark Man. I appreciate it, man. And hey, man, you doing how? Let me ask you something, Dark Man. How is it now? Are you busy? Are you working 8 hours plus for DoorDash? I mean, how's that working? Are they requiring you to wear masks and gloves when you deliver the food? Are people looking at you funny when you deliver the food? Hey man, who are you? What you look like and all this other stuff. What are the DoorDash, what are the food delivery services requirements? What are they requiring you guys to do? That's what I don't get. That's what's funny to me. People are walking around wearing masks and stuff, worrying about everything else, right? But what about the person delivering your food? What if you get somebody, not saying you, Dark Man, but what if somebody gets COVID, right? And they're mad that they have it. What if they start coughing and spitting it? I don't know, man. I just think about stuff like that. Ill Will says NYC mayor is trying to tell landlords to not evict tenants. Oh, I heard they're doing that. And if you're a landlord that has been riding in debt and you've been depending on the rent from your places. If you are depending on that rent every month to pay your own bills, you are out. See ya. You're out. You're out. You shouldn't have been doing that. Investment implies that you have extra money to invest outside of yourself. So something outside of yourself doesn't work and it closes down, business doesn't work out, your personal life doesn't suffer. But if your outside business dies and you suffer, that's because you've been running in debt. You've been doing it in debt because it shouldn't have been doing that. Masks are suggested. Oh, they'll be mandatory pretty soon. Believe that. Believe that. Brittany C says, I'll be out there doing DoorDash soon. I've been hearing businesses booming. Oh, you better believe it must be going through the freaking roof right now. Hey, if you're a workout person right now, if you've been, check this out. I always say right now in quarantine, you should find yourself. If the health industry, as far as getting healthy and getting your body in shape, if that's been your dream, right now is the time to do it because obesity is about to go through the freaking roof. Businesses are now seeing that they can put people home, work from home on 1099s. What do you think they're going to be doing? They're going to be working more hours, less cooking. Guess what? Food delivery services are about to go through the roof. Obesity is going through the roof. Health insurance, health costs are going through the roof. If you can get in the health industry, if that's what you love, like doctors, nurses, whatever, I don't know how you're going to do it now because you can't even go to school. But when you get in that, if you do it and you go do it debt free, you go there, get your student loans or whatever you're going to do, get in the health industry, pay your student loans off. You'll be living a life of luxury for years to come. Health industry is going through the roof. Believe that. That's the way to go. Ill Will says, man, I definitely don't want random people touching my food. People are lazy. I can only imagine you, Ill Will. I don't even see you trusting it. You skeptical about just people around you, let alone bringing some stranger bringing your food. I know you. You ain't gonna do. Cosmic says it already happened in Ohio. No eviction for 3 months, and we can't demand rent for 3 months either. Ooh, wee. And what do you think people are? You think people what? The people that are not paying rent, do you think they're saving that money? Like, hey, man, I don't have to pay rent. Cool. You think they're stashing that money? No, they believe they have extra money now. They're going to spend it. They're going to spend it. Dark Man says, and the customers are requesting to drop the food off on the porch. Easiest money. Oh, okay. Wow. How many hours you putting in, Dark Man? How many hours you putting in for that? Cosmic says, but HUD still cutting my HUD still cutting me a check. Still cash flowing from this 574 HUD check on my rental, but that's not the common case. Oh yeah, okay. I remember reading that what you were saying, Cosmic, because you said people were like renters, homeowners were like, oh, I don't want none of that money. I bet you they're begging for that money now. That's guaranteed cash right there. Daughter of a King, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. Hey, Dark Man, the roads, you guys must be getting that food to them quick because there's nobody on the road. You guys must just be flying through getting that boom, boom, boom. People must be getting their food quickly. Now, don't forget, I got my super chat up now, so you guys seen, which I'm happy about. And by the way, I'm going to be uploading my first video with my girlfriend's son. I'm finished with it. It's done. I'm going to upload it right after this live, so you guys can check it out. Now, since he's in it, I'm going to have to set it to made for kids because there's different rules now, and he's in it and I'm in it. But even though it's for parents and children, it's going to be since he's in it to be safe. It's going to be I have to check the box that says, hey, this is for children. So you can't leave comments. I don't really understand it. I'm still trying to get used to it, but that you can't leave any comments. I don't know if people are going to get notifications. I don't know if you can run ads across it. I don't know, but I'm going to upload it that way. I'll figure out the other details later, but it's going to be awesome though. It's going to be very awesome. I like it. He did a good job though. He really did a good job. He impressed me. So you guys are going to like this video. So be looking out for it. Oh, shoot. Hit that like button. Thank you, sir. Dark Man says, working 40 to 50 hours a week. It's nothing to me. I just park between deliveries, read and relax. Wow. That's crazy. I bet you those jobs are in high demand right now, Dark Man, right? How is the turnover? Ill Will says, finally, Linnell dying to see this video. It's gonna be awesome, man. You're gonna see it, Ill Will. I just got done editing it. It's about 20 minutes long, 18 to 20 minutes long. He did a really good job. I'm telling you guys this right now. This is gonna take off. All right. This is I got a star. I got a star in my videos. He's really, really good. It turned out really great, man. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome. Ill Will says, Linnell, this will help support your channel as well. Glad to see it. Thank you, sir. Glad to see. I know, man. You've been supporting me since day one, Ill Wills. This is what I'm thinking. This is going to go right now. Everybody's quarantined. I always keep telling you guys this. Learning with the SMD family here, not just me, the whole SMD family. This is generational. You teach yourself first. Then you teach your kids how to manage money just using Monopoly. I'm telling you, I know it doesn't seem like that, but it's just true. They will become economy proof. Stuff like this. If you're a parent right now, right, and you're suffering, you're going through this fear and anxiety because you can't pay your bills. What about this? What about that? I promise you this. If you learn from what these videos is going to teach you, your children will never have to experience what you're going through right now because they will never be in debt. If they're not in debt, they won't have to worry about this kind of stuff. You won't need a job. A job is just to make money. Once you get out of debt, you won't need it. Jared says, Georgia lockdown just got extended to May 13th. The layoffs are getting higher. It looks like the extension will be slowly pushed out every few weeks. Of course, they have to put it out in bite-sized chunks because if they told everybody 18 months, there would be chaos in the streets. Chaos. You got millions of people trained on 40-hour plus work weeks. Now it's all just taken away like that. Thank you. Thank you, Nicer. As always. Dark Man says, I have a couple of minutes to hop on and talk instead of typing. Okay. Let me know, Jeff, when you're ready. Excuse me. Here, I'll throw that link up there just in case you guys didn't get it. There you go. Queen of South says, no adults should be bored. All these books and videos are teaching. Yeah. YouTube's my friend. Anything I want to learn, YouTube taught me. Like, for example, my ceiling fan went out the other day, right? It just stopped working. You can hear the power come on. It's like zzz, a capacitor went down. Now, I found out it was a capacitor, some kind of thing that goes inside a ceiling fan, and you put this and wire that, and I fixed it. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know what to do. I would be like, hey, landlord, because at first, this is what I did because I totally forgot. Ceiling fan went out, and I called the landlord. I said, hey, landlord, I need you to come fix this fan. He said, basically, what about the virus? I was like, oh, crap, I totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Dark Man, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on? Hold on 1 second. What's going on here? Oh, hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. He's wiping the sleep out your eyes.
Yeah. See, I'm under the shade reading a book.
I heard that. Yeah. How's it going for you out there, man?
I was busy since I hopped on. I made $50 already, so like I said, ain't stopping, not one bit. So yeah, that's it, man.
Is it the roads must be open for you guys out there? You ain't got no traffic, right?
Yeah, for the most part, it's just clear. I'm not getting stopped any lights. See people walking though. I'm kind of in a more affluent area in Charleston, so
okay, I forgot you in Charleston. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where the money at. So that's why I usually go there. So yeah, man, these folks are tipping. But
Oh, they
yeah, everybody's.
how are the tips? Because I heard food delivery, sometimes people tip more than actual food costs. Is that true?
It depends on the person, but most time I do pretty well. See,
Wow.
my main job is laid off because I work. My main job is in hospitality, so right now, hey, I'm just trying to stay busy.
Wow. So you work at 40 to 50 hours a week right now.
Yeah, they're asking people to work more, so I'm like, the money here, so might as well do it.
I bet you there are a lot of people trying to get those jobs they're learning.
Yeah, and there's a wait list too. So,
Oh,
cause
wow.
I told you, yeah, I told you like people, this guy, folks trying to tease me about it because I was doing just to kill time during the weekend when I had my main job. It was like, man, that's some bum stuff. You don't bum anymore. Yeah,
I bet you they ain't calling it now. Now that they laid off, I bet you they ain't calling it bum stuff right now. Bet you ain't doing that.
good bum
Wow.
money right here.
Wow, man. I can see it sunny just like over here. I'm down in Myrtle Beach. I'm looking out the window now. Clear sky.
And I'm on the discount round. Nothing but
Yeah.
shade. Shade is
Beautiful.
there's empty retail spots still, but yeah, like it's busy. Like people are not, like, people eating. So hey, I'm busy. So I'm
Hey,
not
do
complaining at
you
all.
get to take breaks as long as you want?
Yeah, technically, as long as it's busy, you can do it. As long as I just do 8 hours. It's called just to get out the house. To
No,
get
I
out of
mean
the
your
house and
breaks. How long can you take a break? Can you take a break as long as you wish?
you can do it in 30-minute spurts. So I'm kind of over what I want to do right now. So I take some time to relax and rest my legs a little bit. I stretch sometimes too throughout the day. Make sure I don't get all what's it called try to horse or whatever. So that's why I do a lot of times. I take breaks, 10, 15-minute breaks sometimes.
Wow, man. And gas is cheap too. Man, you making money. And
Yeah,
gas is cheap.
$2 a gallon, but I'm driving SUV, so I'm glad it's kind of going down. Only bad thing I wish they had a barber shop around because I'm looking kind of rough right now.
That's done. You got to learn how to be your own barber now.
And I tried one time. It didn't work. I tried to do
Try what
get
the
clean everything off, man. But yeah, to the young lady in the chat thing, her name is Brittany. She said, I hope she signed on already. And
Oh
signed
yeah,
on
she's
already
in
because
there. She's in there.
yeah, I hope she signed on already. As opposed to going to because like right now it's a wait list, so they're not letting anyone in. You know, there's an influx of people who want to go in, so no one's they're not letting new people in yet. So if you're not in, you're not in. Sorry, but yeah, it's I mean it's not game changing. Now I'm not gonna get rich off of it like make $5 million. It keep me help me save money though. So I'm still getting
No,
money from
you don't even have to make a lot of
two.
money right now. You don't even have to make a lot of money right now. You just need money, just a little bit. Not serious.
I'm saving, so I'm chilling. Be honest with you, I'm definitely chilling. So people want to see me. Oh man, you give me a fool, you a bum.
Man, I can't. What are those your friends? Who's saying that? I hope they're not your friends.
Just random folks I knew and they walk around. I walk around with the little dash bag and everything. Man, that's some bum shit. I wouldn't do that. Oh well,
Those are
who's the bum
usually
now?
those usually be people in debt saying stuff like that.
That's on them. Sorry, but yeah And one thing I appreciate, I was gonna get a house this year, but I'm glad you took out of it. Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm glad you didn't do that. Oh, I'm so glad you stay at home. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Man, can you imagine if you was out, if you just stepped out and got your own stuff right now, man? Man.
Oh well, I'm glad. I'll just wait it out, see what's up.
Wait it
anything.
out.
If anything, I might buy. If they've gone well to DoorDash, I might buy a tax lien or something. Get something like what it called, tax salesman. I might get one of those. Like,
What
never
is it
know.
called? What?
A tax lien. I
Oh,
don't know the whole details about it, but I believe
oh, tax lien.
every and a year, I think the county, people take, they take people's houses due to tax being old,
Right,
so you can
right.
get that way.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
hey, that might.
Oh
So,
yeah, it's gonna be plenty of that. Oh, just wait till 2021. There's gonna be plenty of all that. All that. Stack your dough, man. Stack your dough. Stack your dough.
I told my friends it's tax season right now because I have two friends that work in Lowe's, they work in management, so they see it bit. That's what we call essential. So they're being busy.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Essential jobs. Gotcha.
other two guys they work at home, so we still getting money. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
they were coming in the house. I'm like, you might as well just wait it out. You think, hey, tax season, baby.
Yeah, just wait it out, man. And you, like you said, you got a job, man. Keep doing your thing. Don't worry about what other people in debt think. Keep making your money, man. Because right now, food delivery places, they're essential. Food delivery services are essential right now. Believe that. Especially,
Yeah,
especially with them doing this to the grocery stores where people have to wait in lines. People don't want to do all that. They just like, hey, just order some food. I don't feel like dealing with that.
and these folks, I started to become regular with folks sometimes. Now I'm getting charged $20, $10, like I didn't do whether get do the app. So I'm just saying I ain't worrying about nothing. At least until I don't know something happens like they start shutting down a restaurant. Maybe I might worry about that. But right now, it's good right now, man.
Right. No, man. Just make sure you're keeping track of make sure you're keeping track of your money and your taxes, man. That's all I got to say. Make sure you keep track of that.
Oh yeah, I already have money set aside, and
All right.
I already got seats and car repair money and car repair stuff. Oh, please believe me.
Really.
I do for a living. So, hey, look here, I'm good.
Because I can only imagine a lot of these people delivering food, they're spending every single one of those dollars. I guarantee it, man. Not keeping track of those taxes.
Yeah, and that's this is a 1099 job, so you gotta be smart.
Yes.
And I keep track. I have an app on the phone now to keep track of miles. So hey, end of the year, write that off, baby.
Yeah.
Play that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. When it's open, man, I'm gonna come up there to Charleston, man. I like Charleston, man. We're gonna go out and have some lunch or something, have a coffee or whatever, man. Come up there and meet you.
And please let me know, man. If everything's good, because Charleston is kind of like this is kind of busy season right now, because it's big on tourism and whatnot. So
Right.
that's being hit too. So hopefully it'll recover. So you might have some restaurants and hotels that might shut down. So hopefully, for the most part, yeah, come
It'll
on
it,
now.
it'll be
I'll take it.
2021. It'll be 2021. It
Hey,
will.
I'll take it. I got my part taken quick or something.
Right.
I'm getting out here. I gotta get going, man.
All right, man. Stay safe out there, man.
All righty.
All right, later. That was cool, man. Finally got to talk to Dark Man. Appreciate him jumping on there. It took forever to get up on here, but he did. YouTube is my classroom, jukebox, movie theater, time travel. Yeah, I love YouTube. Can you imagine the network, the traffic that's going through YouTube right now? It got to be crazy. Ill Will says, I fixed toilets, installed brand new lighting fixtures because of YouTube. Countless hours of technology videos. LJ, it's no reason to be bored. Plethora of information on the net. Hey, check this out, Ill Will. I had this place reach out to me for a job, right? And they said they were paying $60 an hour. You know what I told them? I said I require $100 an hour. That's what I said to them. I haven't heard back from them since, but I said $100 an hour. You want me out there working right now? You're gonna pay me. Believe that. Brittany C says, "Yeah, I already had it before everything happened." Oh, okay. Cosmic says, "Oh, at Ill Will." She's talking to Ill Will. Okay. All right. Hyphy says, "A man will swallow his pride and do whatever he has to do in order to provide and feed his family. The lion that can't hunt will die." Sure will. Yeah. Failing, it's like for you guys to understand how I work, man, failing has never been an option for me. Even as a young kid, failing has never ever been an option for me. Once I set my mind to do something, there is no I started and say, "Oh, well, I couldn't do it. I'm going to stop." This right here, this is the biggest thing I've ever done in my life. Starting something that trusting myself enough to create something that I didn't even know existed that was going to be successful. I didn't even know there was no. When you step out on your own, this is what's scary about it. When you step out on your own and believe in yourself, the hardest thing is this. The craziest thing to even say this out loud, trusting yourself, believing in yourself, which is the craziest thing to even say. How could you not trust yourself, right? But to trust yourself enough to say, I believe in myself enough to be successful to when I try whatever it is that I'm going to do, I believe and know that I'm going to be successful. It's crazy to believe that that's even scary, but it is. But I'm doing it. There is no going back for me. Ivy says, and I have to big up Dark Man for willing to go through the struggle. I wasn't strong enough to do that during in my 20s, so I went other route. I wasn't strong enough. Yeah, Dark Man, you doing it. Dark Man's doing it, doing whatever it takes to do it, man. Especially with this stuff going around, man. That's Queen of the South says, I am a nurse. I am a nursing manager. We are tired. Stay home. Stay safe. Family. I bet you guys are real tired, Queen of the South. I bet you guys are just, woo. I can't even imagine. Tax tip from Cosmic. Create an LLC if you can. For DoorDash, a dark man, you'll be able to reduce your income by 20% of your income if it's an LLC. Brittany C. Okay, got it. Income via LLC pays no tax under 250,000. No income tax in Ohio for businesses if income is under 250,000, only 3%. See what I'm saying? SMD family right here, you guys. SMD family knowledge. Cosmic says no problem. Research and see if you can take advantage of those LLC tax breaks so you can keep more of that money. Queen of South says mindset failure is not an option. It is not an option for me. Not even an option. Now, do I think about even when I think about my computer now, remote computer jobs are in high demand right now. Don't get me wrong, right? Now, if the right job came along and said, "Hey, Lynette, we'll pay you $200,000 a year," I take it. Yeah, I take it. But I'm not. I'm not. You can't come at me with the same prices, the same hourly wages before the pandemic, right? Because businesses are scrambling hell to high water to make the help survive. You got to pay. You got to pay for good talent. Good talent. You got to pay for that. You can't. You can get anybody you want, but are you going to get good talent? You got to pay. Oh, boy. All right, one second. I gotta reply to the missus real quick. All right. All right, you guys. If there's anything else, because I gotta meet the missus at 3. We're gonna go for 5 more minutes. We're gonna make it 2 hours today. Again, I'm gonna be shooting out that I'm gonna upload that new video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. You can't leave comments, so you guys gonna have to come to the Discord server. Let me know how you enjoyed it. Let me know what you like. Give me your ideas of what I can do. But remember, the premise is to teach parents and kids how to master finances just using playing, just using the game of Monopoly, but from the debt-free perspective, okay? And if they can learn this now, because remember, the game of Monopoly is just like the real life of the world, okay? People in debt, no matter the currency, if it's paper or electronic, it's a mindset, okay? It's a mindset. If people have the debt mindset, it's going to work. It's going to change your life generationally. Like let me give you an example. Those of you that are new to the channel, right? Have you ever read the rules of Monopoly yourself with your own eyes? Have you ever read that? Have you ever took the box and said, "What are the rules? Let me read them." If you have not, that was me too. Okay, don't worry about it. Now remember this: money. If you ever played Monopoly, and when the taxes were collected, they would put it in the middle of the board, or if you land on free parking, you would get all the money under free parking. That's not even any part of Monopoly. There's never been any of the rules, but I played like that for years. Only people in debt play by those rules. Only people in debt. Sharif says, I wear a mask because I don't like people being able to see me, but I can't see them. All right, you guys, we got about 4 more minutes. I'm gonna get this video uploaded. Again, I'm gonna have to mark it as made for kids, okay? Because kids in it, so I gotta be careful of these COPA rules of YouTube, right? I don't want my channel being taken down for some stupid nonsense, and I'm gonna just play by the rules. I'm gonna just follow the big boys. Like, for example, if you look at Ryan, Ryan, the toy guy, whatever, that little kid, right? All of his videos are marked as I mean, it's for kids. Okay, it's obviously for kids. Every single one of them are marked for kids. But then there's this one dude called FGTV. FG. Let me put that up there. Right, this guy right here, my girlfriend's son. He plays video games with his kid all the time on YouTube, right? But none of his videos are made for kids. It's like I don't get it. I'm very confused. And I think he has millions of followers. I think he has a few million people following him. Or no, wait a minute. I don't know but I know his videos have millions of views. Okay, but anyway, yeah, see what I'm saying, Mecca? Yeah, but your son, my girlfriend's son is addicted to it, man. This dude is constantly screaming. He just screams too much. I can't really take all that screaming, so I got to make sure he watches that dude in his room, right? Because I can't take all that screaming. But this kid, he's got a kid in it, and it's for kids, but his videos are not marked for kids. I don't get it. It's very confusing. I don't get it. Lemon for Life says, is it possible you make a video of the 6 currencies that's used and the switch to digital? I can. I got to see what the purpose of that would be, though. Lemon for Life, and the ones that is not going to be used in the future. Lemon for Life, it's more like my perspective. I mean, I can do that, but my perspective is this. The currency that is used right now, it doesn't matter if it's paper, it doesn't matter if it's digital, it doesn't matter if it's the euro, it doesn't matter if it's the German marks, it doesn't matter which type of currency. Debt is a mental mindset. So if somebody in debt moved to Europe, right, and start using the euro, they would still have the same mindset about credit and debt. So they would just be in debt with the euro. It's just Cosmic Wisdom says, remember, guys, recession is just a transfer of wealth event. Exactly. You're exactly right, Cosmic. This is a transfer of wealth. Be sure you make the moves to have wealth flow to you, whether it's a side hustle, business, etc. It's just a transfer. This is on a higher level. I keep telling them I'm doing that. Okay, I already said that. On a higher level, I understand, Cosmic. It's just a transfer of wealth. If you see stocks going down, you see people losing money in the stock market, that money that's lost is not vanishing. It's going somewhere else. It's being taken away from the people that don't understand it and being transferred to the people that do understand it. The money is not going anywhere. It's just being transferred. Oh, he does, Brittany. Okay. Oh, well, okay, Brittany. At the same time, that if he cusses with kids in it, how come YouTube is not? I just don't. I don't understand that part. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it safer now because I don't do any cussing. I don't want, and I don't want. I'm gonna just do like the big people are doing, like Ryan. They do it right. They're playing by the rules. That's why they're as successful as they are. You know, I'm not gonna follow the people that, even though they might be getting away with it. I just don't want any kind of thing like that. So it's more of a mental thing, Limit for Life. It's like it doesn't matter. My videos are going to show parents and kids that the actual physical currency, whether it be digital or physical money, it really doesn't matter. That's just like, for example, people in debt don't even know money doesn't even exist for them. It doesn't even exist. It's not even there. So it doesn't really matter which form that is, right? Hey, tell your daughter I said hello. Lemon for Life says my daughter says hi, hello. I forgot her name, but I know she was rooting for me going to school, telling her friends about it. I hope she enjoys this video because I'm not sure because I've kind of been reading things that you might not get alerts for this uploaded video, but please let me know. Please join the Discord server. Hey, Hyphy, you got it's in the details of every video. I put the Discord server URL in the details of every video. So check it out. Come join the Discord server. Email me, let me know what you think about the video. Did you like it? What could be better? Bloggity blah. What because this is brand new territory for me. Okay. There's my Cash App one more time. And please don't forget to hit that like button. This is how you can share. Let me edit that. And you can follow me on Facebook because I finally changed the name. You can follow me on Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram. Sharif says negative internet rate is going to slave us all. Negative internet. Not sure what you mean by that, Sharif. Mecca says in the book Powernomics, the wealth transfer is going back to land and natural resources. What do I see those guys doing? I'm not saying I'm even close to their level. Okay, I'm still learning. This is what's being taught here is this is really big. This is huge. This is big. This is really, really big. And only a virus could do such a transfer of wealth because there's central banks in every country, almost every country. Central banks are scattered throughout the world, right? They're being transferred. They're transferring a lot of money. And if you've been in debt, don't even try to understand the Federal Reserve, all the central banks. You can't understand that if you ain't understand this, your own the central bank of you. Lemon for Life says she said she was smart to get laptop for her birthday instead of toys. Wow. She said it's just math and it didn't make sense. Man, when they're that young and they get it that young, guess what? Those are the next future millionaires right there. They're gonna see you when somebody that young catches on. Because I'm telling you guys right now, when you see my girlfriend's son, he is beyond his years. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys, he's beyond his years. He's really smart. So all I got to do is just put it in his head. Hey, this does this and this makes sense. As long as it makes sense, it'll click with him. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Hyphy. You have a marvelous day too, Nicer, because I got to get on this road here, you guys. Cosmic says negative interest rates is what Sharif is talking. Oh, gotcha. Negative interest rate. Gotcha. Did I read that wrong or right? Did he actually spell? Okay, he did. Okay, he just meant to say interest rate. Okay, gotcha. I kind of get it. I kind of don't get it. It all counts on who's telling me that negative interest rate information. Because I remember somebody else was talking about negative interest rate, and the source that was telling me about negative interest rate, I didn't agree. I don't agree with the source of the person that gave me that information. So I don't really pay attention to people that I don't trust the source. So thank you, Limit for Life. Much appreciated. Thank you, Living for Life. Tell your daughter I said hello. I'm glad she's following the videos, listening to a 50-year-old guy. Even though math is timeless, that's why when they're that young and they really understand it, it's because of mathematics. Math is timeless. It doesn't 1 + 1 = 2 to a grade school person. To a 50-year-old, 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. All right. Hit that like button on the way out. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to share. Thank you, everyone. And be looking out tomorrow for Q&A Sunday. So Q&A Sundays is for you guys, okay? We're only going to stay on as long as there are questions. So right now, if you're new to the channel, please, please, please write down all your questions. You can ask me the questions in the comments, or you can even come online, ask me the questions. Anything related to finances that maybe you're going through, you don't know what to do. I'm gonna give you the hardcore advice. Other S&D family members will give you the same advice. I'm not Mr. Smart Guru, anybody. I'm just doing mathematics. So I got to get out of here. Thank you, everyone. Be looking for tomorrow. I always put out 2 hour ahead of premiere notices, so everybody, so I can get through the whole YouTube system, give you guys notifications. So 2 hours seems to be the sweet spot. So everybody have an enjoyable Saturday. I'm going to enjoy some of this sun. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay.